So these are my George Kambosos Jr. versus Daud Yordan. Daud Yordan. Bottom premium, bottom predictions, and also put on the card as well in Australia as well. So start off then with the anticipated rematch between Sunita Johnson and Nina Hughes with the WBA World Female Bantamweight title. And well, we all know what happened in the first fight. The one person won. And what a mess it was, wasn't it? By the announcer. But by the announcer that kept on changing the winner. We all know Nina Hughes won that fight. She did get her hand raised at first, but then for whatever reason they decide, oh, we need to read the scorecards then. Sunita Johnson, one of the biggest robberies ever in boxing. I'm sorry, but what does Sunita Johnson do in the win? What does he do in the win? Apart from throw fresh air punches that don't land at all. I think Sunita Johnson's been overrated, hasn't she? She's been overrated. Nina Hughes, by the way, who's way older than Sunita Johnson. And Nina Hughes was the one doing the body work in the first fight, and the body shots and the inside work as well. Same thing again. I think the same thing will happen again in this fight. Problem is, people will say, well, what about Nina Hughes' age now? What about her age? Because age will catch up at some point for Nina Hughes. With Sunita Johnson, not really been impressed by her, to be honest with you. Whenever I watched her, and she don't do enough. She don't do enough to win fights. I'm sorry, she doesn't. There we go. Put the eye on, that's a bit better. She don't do enough to win fights. Sunita Johnson. So yeah, but for me, I think Nina Hughes, well, she should have won the first fight. We shouldn't even have a fucking rematch, should we? But I think Nina Hughes will win it then. In my eyes, she will win it then, in my eyes, and win on points. Up next, Stan Nicholson up against Tiara Brown, which is either mandatory defence with Stan Nicholson, WBC World Female Featherweight title. Stan Nicholson, too quick. She's too quick, too slick for Tiara Brown. You know what Stan Nicholson's going to do, the way she boxes. People don't like it because people will say it's just basically running and chasing, but at the end of the day, it's effective. It is effective at the end of the day. Stan Nicholson obviously does utilise that job, maybe 1-2 combinations, then move around the win. That's what's going to happen in this fight. Tiara Brown, she's done me more of the front-footed fighter. But Stan Nicholson's too quick. She's too quick for her. Too quick, too slick. The movement would just be too much for Tiara Brown to even try and land a shot. I don't think it'd be any different to the Raven Chapman fight, to be honest with you. It won't be any different to that, to be honest with you, where Raven Chapman was the more front-footed fighter. And Stan Nicholson, for me, wins on points for me. Outboxes Tiara Brown all the way through, in my opinion. And finally, onto the main event, George Kambosos Jr., the return of George Kambosos Jr., 21 wins, 3 defeats, up against Daud Yordan, 43 wins, 4 defeats. Yordan is an Asia fighter, of course, well experienced as well, especially with the amount of fights as well. £140 division. I don't think this done me a great watch, this fight, because again, we've not really been impressed at all by George Kambosos Jr. whenever I've watched him. I've not been impressed at all. It still baffles me how he defeated Teofimo Lopez. Still baffles me to this day, when you don't see much from Kambosos Jr., to be honest with you. Matthew Hughes was robbed against him as well. Lomachenko knocked him out, stopped him. And I just don't know where George Kambosos Jr. is going to be going in this boxing career now. I don't know where he's going to be going. Kambosos Kambosos Jr. will win this fight for me. But I tell you what, I don't think he'll win it convincingly, in my opinion. If he does, fair play. Maybe if we see maybe he might have adapted and changed the style up, but I doubt it. And I think Kambosos Jr. will just end up. Well, I say outboxing him. I will say outboxing him, but tell you what, you won't see much, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be quite an ugly one, to be honest with you. Quite an ugly fight, if I'm being honest with you. While Yordan is going to be, he will try his best. He'll be front-footed. While Kambosos Jr. will try and use his movement, utilise his jab. Maybe that's what will win him the fight. Utilising his jab, using his movement as well. I want to win. He's a bit of a technical fighter, isn't he, Kambosos Jr.? Not a great fighter to watch, in my opinion. But that's what he'll do. Again, it's effective. It's effective, to be fair. So that's why sometimes he may have not wins. Sometimes, so. But yeah, I think that's how he'll probably win. So I'm going to go for Kambosos Jr. on points. And yeah, I've done for all three to end in points in Kambosos Jr., Nicholson and Nina Hoods to all win the fights on points. So feel free to leave your thoughts, your predictions down below in the comments. Hopefully we see more from Kambosos Jr. We see more from him. But yeah, I've not really been impressed with his recent fights. He's been quite ugly to watch. And Nadu, he probably lost them fights as well. Let's be real. To Lomachenko, which he did use but he won against Matthew Hughes, which was a robbery, in my opinion, and still baffled how he beat Teofimo Lopez, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, I said but Teofimo Lopez uses them fights, doesn't he? He doesn't seem to do well against them type of opponents. So, but anyways, feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments, and I'll see you all for the next boxing preview.